Attention GovGuam employees and retirees. Open enrollment is extended to October 10th. There's still time to choose Take Care and keep money in your pocket. Lower copays at preferred in-network providers. A payroll deduction as low as $2.04 bi-weekly. To avoid enrollment and payroll processing delays, enroll as soon as possible. Learn more at takecareasia.com/GovGuam 2023 or call 671-647-3526. Take Care, our island, your health plan.
The Camacho Ada campaign asks all our supporters to vote on the Republican side of the ballot on Election Day. From our friends Felix Camacho and Tony Ada for governor and lieutenant governor, Jim Moylan for delegate to the U.S. Congress, and our 15 candidates for the Guam legislature. Vote Republican from the top to the bottom. It all begins with you. You have to get involved with the process. That's how elections are won.
I'm Felix Camacho. And I'm Tony Ada. And we approve this message.
Howdy. I moved to Guam 23 years ago, living paycheck to paycheck just to make ends meet. Through hard work, I was able to build small businesses, not just to sustain my family, but also to provide job opportunities for our island. But I want more for Guahan. I will use my experience to strengthen our economy by promoting affordable housing, food sustainability, and foster growth for all businesses. Together we can make Guahan stronger from within and set new standards for our island. I'm Bishop Mendiola, and I approve this message.
Half a day. I'm Tom Fisher. Here's the harsh reality. A trip to the grocery store for the basics, eggs, bag of rice, butter, can of Spam, milk, costs almost $30, and that's just 5 items. The cost of living continues to grow, but the money doesn't. We need to roll back the business privilege tax to reduce Guam's cost of living, and I will make that happen.
Vote Thomas Fisher for senator. If you want different, vote different.
I'm Tom Fisher, and I approve this message.
I am Anne Leon Guerrero. I am voting for Joe.
I am Ernie Caceres. I am voting for Joe.
I am Rose Tapasna Mesa, and I am voting for Joe.
I am Kathy Leon Guerrero, and I'm voting for Joe.
I'm Hope Benavente de los Reyes, and I'm voting for Joe.
I'm Marilyn Tablante. I'm voting for Joe.
I am Deb Kenga. I am voting for Joe.
My name is Michael Gofigan Tapasna, and I am voting for Joe.
I'm Ray Leon Guerrero. I'm voting for Joe.
I'm Benjamin D. Mesa Jr. I'll be voting for Joe.
I'm Pete Johnson, and I'm voting for Joe. Whoa.
Good afternoon and welcome to Kandit's Daily Crime Report. I'm Johnny Rosario.
And I'm Danielle Baza.
It is October 10 on this lovely Monday afternoon. How are you feeling today, Danielle?
Great.
We need to go over some weekend magistrates. we usually go over the worst crimes of the day that was charged in Superior Court of Guam. But before we get into this, we need to remind all Gov Guam employees to make their switch from Select Care to Take Care. Today is your last day, and you have up until 5 p.m. Troy had a live earlier, and he discussed your savings for the month for each class.
Yeah, so if you like saving
money,
I
was listening, and I'm like,
that's
what?
A lot, right?
Yeah,
Crazy.
I would never be able to afford that. Like, that is crazy. Super crazy. So get over to wherever then you have to make your changes. So if you want to cancel Select Care, you have to sign a cancellation form, and then you have to sign up for Take Care and all that good stuff. So they're gonna start taking out of your paycheck this Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like expensive just to get McDonald's, like $40 every trip.
Yes, it is.
So me first?
You first.
So I've got Nicholas Bailey. On or about October 6, 2022, police responded to a high school on Guam and met with a high-ranking public official of the school who indicated she was informed of an incident that occurred between a teacher and a student. Police met with a minor who indicated that towards the end of September, she went looking for her brother in his classroom when a teacher identified as Nicholas Bailey approached her asking a question. The victim told police that defendant put his right hand on her inner thigh and rubbed his hand upward toward her vagina and said, "Excuse me." The victim said she did not think it was an accident because there was no reason for him to touch her inner thigh. The victim was crying while describing the event and told police that her brother may have witnessed the defendant in another incident with a different student. Police interviewed defendant who denied touching the victim but admitted that he has been sending messages to a different student asking if she has a boyfriend and sending memes involving romantic situations. Based on the foregoing, there is probable cause to charge Nicholas Bailey with one count of 4th-degree criminal sexual conduct as a 3rd-degree felony.
There
Shame
should
on
be
you.
like a
Shame
screening.
on you. Yeah. At places where there are kids and everything, like, come on.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm pretty sure this is his first crime, right?
I don't know. That is so.
Yeah, abusing your power.
Oh, next one up. On or about October 6, officers were dispatched to Artero Drive in Derrida. Officers interviewed a witness who stated that they saw a person later identified as Defendant 1, Catherine Santa Ramona Autentico, kicking a minor child in the legs. The minor child was later identified. The witness told officers that Defendant 1 grabbed the child's shirt and pulled him towards her and yelled, "Shut up, what the F," in addition to other physically abusive behavior. Officers spoke to an employee at Finagayan Elementary School who informed the officers that the child is a special needs student with a learning disability who does not speak often. Officers noted redness to the shins, left cheek to the rib cage, and the back of the child's head. The employee at the school told officers that the child has said that Defendant 1 was hitting him on the way to school, and Defendant 2, Jeanette Sta Ramona Manaloto, had punched him in the stomach.
Poor baby.
Officers located Defendant 1 at Dancor Apartments. Defendant 1 immediately told officers that she did not hit the child before the officer informed her of the allegations. Defendant 1 claimed that she struck the victim along his upper back area because she was frustrated that he was not listening to her while they walked to school. Defendant 2 denied hitting the victim in the stomach that morning, but admitted that she hit him yesterday. She claimed that she struck the victim in the stomach, but it was not hard and the victim did not complain of any pain. Based on the foregoing, there is probable cause to charge Catherine Santa Ramona Autentico with abuse of an incompetent person. There is also probable cause to charge Janet Manaloto with abuse of an incompetent person and child abuse.
Did you hit him? Not today, yesterday. Did you feed the child? Yesterday, not today. Oh my goodness. On or about October 8, 2022, officers were dispatched to Hemlani's apartment in Mariso. Officers met August Fest, who stated that he and a coworker observed a male later identified as the defendant, Samson Martin, approach them. The defendant was yelling about trash and utility bills. A witness told the defendant to walk away. Fest stated that he turned away from the defendant and felt an object hit his backside close to the left shoulder blade. Fest turned around and saw a full beer can sitting on the ground. The defendant told officers, "Sir, I'm sorry. I was mad and threw the beer to him." Based on their foregoing, there is probable cause to charge Samson Martin with assault and disorderly conduct.
Assault with a deadly weapon, the beer.
Assault.
You abused the beer.
How dare you throw
It's expensive nowadays.
Perfectly good can of beer.
Okay, next one up. On or about October 8th. This was charged today in Superior Court. The other magistrates were
the weekend.
The weekend. On or about October 8th, officers were dispatched to a house in Jigo in response to a report of a disturbance. Upon arriving, they met with the victim, who informed them that she had been arguing with her husband, Edsel Fael Bondoc. The victim told police that during the course of the argument, the defendant asked a relative to bring him his firearm and told the victim, "You want me to kill you? I will shoot you, then shoot myself right now." The victim told police that the defendant does own a gun and she is worried what he planned to do with it. The report indicates the relative refused to give the defendant the firearm and instead gave it to the police. Based on the foregoing, there is probable cause to charge Edsel Fael Bondoc with family violence. Very good.
This one has a lot of blot marks. Okay, so
bear with you?
Yes, thanks. On or about January 29, 2022 in Guam, police officers responded to residents located on Tomas Perez Street, Telefofo, to investigate an assault complaint. At said location, Officer Donald Nakamura was informed by the victim, who was sitting outside of her residence on a beach chair, when she heard her brother Lance Timinglu Sanchez arguing inside of the residence with his girlfriend. The victim signaled to the defendant's girlfriend to come to her. The defendant rushed over to the victim and lifted up the beach chair from behind, causing the victim to nearly lose her balance. The defendant was screaming incoherently at the victim, who went into the residence to avoid the defendant. The defendant followed the victim into the residence, and the victim fled to her bedroom to avoid the defendant. The defendant flung himself through the bedroom door. The victim was able to get out of the bedroom, but the defendant grabbed the victim and slammed her against the front door as the defendant screamed at her to get out. The defendant shoved the victim forward from behind, nearly causing the victim to fall forward. Officer Nakamura observed red abrasion marks on the victim's right wrist area. When defendant was located on October 8, 2022, he admitted that he had had an argument with the victim, but denied that he assaulted her. This is a second police report. On or about September 11, 2022 in Guam, the defendant was at home with a family or household member. The female minor, who was staying at the defendant's residence on Tomas Perez Avenue, Telefofo, when the defendant became upset at the victim while the victim was speaking to another family or household member. The defendant slapped the victim on the face on her right cheek. A cell phone photo from the date of the incident was shown to the reporting officer on September 16, 2022, the day the victim was interviewed at Dedido Precinct Command. The reporting officer, who observed that the photo showed a small dime-sized circular red mark of the victim's right cheek. The victim stated to police that this was not the first time that it happened, but that it happens frequently. The defendant was located on October 8, 2022. During transport from Southern Precinct Command to Dedido Precinct Command, the defendant spontaneously stated that he did not slap the victim and that the victim has eczema. When the defendant was interviewed at Dedido Precinct, the defendant admitted that he had slapped the victim on the mouth sometime in September for disciplinary purposes, claiming that she gave him an attitude and claiming that any injury was due to eczema. Based on the foregoing, there is probable cause to charge Lance Sanchez with 2 counts of family violence.
That's a new one.
Right? From the eczema.
Well,
the dime-sized bruise.
This was 2 incidences, right?
Mm-hmm. The sister and then
a child. We don't know what the relation is, right?
Yeah. Poor baby.
Ay, adi Guam. Adi Guam. So Danielle and I, we were discussing how we're gonna get information to people about who to vote for in November. We're coming up with some ideas, and we probably will have maybe 1 or 2 extra shows to discuss backgrounds, where they came from, who they are, just to get our viewers more informed, so that when they get to the polls, they have an idea instead of just check marking. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm guilty of looking like, oh, do I know that person?
Yeah.
No, So yeah, we're gonna do that for you guys because we love all of you.
Thank you, Kandit.
Any comments? Because I'm not on it.
I know another. Oh wait, here I go.
Hold on, guys.
I forgot. There's 2 phones now.
I'm live right now. I'm leaving. I'm coming to get you. Okay? I love you. I'll be there. I love you. Yes.
No, just Mary Damien says, hello, Candid News team, Sister Johnny, Sister Danielle, Guam, and CNMI. Hi, Mary. And then Jose Tapahago Jr. just leaves a laughing emoji and then a chicken. I don't know what's that.
Maybe he's...
June Uggan says, buenas. Edward
Buenas.
Eric. What up, Eric? And Kib Kwame is watching.
Who's Eric? My Prim?
Yes, your Prim.
Hi, Prim. I miss you so much. I always miss you. What is the chicken?
I don't know.
Maybe he's talking about the abusers, right?
Yeah.
There's chickens. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great day. Please drive safely. And
don't forget to switch over. Save yourself some money.
Lots of money. Lots and lots of money.
If you like to save money.
And if you are a wife of a government worker, remind your husband or your wife to go and switch today.
Because we get it done. Right, Johnny?
Yes.
Women get it done.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. I'm Johnny Rosario.
And I'm Danielle Baza.
Attention GovGuam employees and retirees. Open enrollment is extended to October 10th. There's still time to choose Take Care and keep money in your pocket. Lower copays at preferred in-network providers. A payroll deduction as low as $2.04 bi-weekly. To avoid enrollment and payroll processing delays, enroll as soon as possible. Learn more at takecareasia.com/GovGuam2023 or call 671-647-3526. Take Care, our island, your health plan.
I have different goals as I age. I want to be stronger and healthier, but it's gotta fit my lifestyle. I can't spend all day in the gym and it can't be crowded. So here at CrossFit Pizza, I have all these different options for fitness and the people are really nice. The atmosphere is inviting, it's like family. GovGuam employees and retirees, sign up today for CrossFit Pizza for free when you choose Take Care as your insurance carrier and for 50% off if you choose Select Care. It's an investment you'll love.
Right now, we are seeing a rise in energy prices. We feel it at the pump, at the store, or each time we get our CUC bill. This is causing everyone to make difficult choices. Businesses are having to increase prices or reduce hours. Families are having to choose between keeping the aircon on or putting food on the table. Lieutenant Governor Arnold and Mayor Dave's commitment to our Commonwealth is demonstrated through their 30-plus years of public service. Their experiences have allowed them the opportunity to personally interact with our community during their most difficult moments, and for that, they have a better understanding of the needs of our people. The CNMI needs leaders that will promote policies that create jobs, grow paychecks, and improve the economic security of the CNMI businesses and families. We hear you, Marianas. It's time to get this government back in order. This election, please vote Arnold and Dave.
Half a day. I'm Tom Fisher. Here's the harsh reality. A trip to the grocery store for the basics, eggs, bag of rice, butter, can of Spam, milk, costs almost $30, and that's just 5 items. The cost of living continues to grow, but the money doesn't. We need to roll back the business privilege tax to reduce Guam's cost of living, and I will make that happen.
Vote Thomas Fisher for senator. If you want different, vote different.
I'm Tom Fisher, and I approve this message.
Half a day. My name is Marianne Mana Silva Tyron, and I'm running for a seat in the 37th Guam Legislature. You might remember me from my media days, as I spent over 20 years covering news here on Guam. More recently, I served as a senator in the 31st Guam Legislature and as the deputy administrator of the Guam Economic Development Authority. I've always been an advocate for businesses and for building a strong economy for our island, and over the years have worked to create new laws that help to increase business activity and develop new industries on Guam. I've also created legislation that helped to improve access to government services. If elected to serve again, I will continue to focus on improving the economy, because I believe that building a strong economy will allow us to better address critical needs in public safety, healthcare, and education. This general election, I ask that you give me one of your votes. I'm Marianne Mana Silva Tyron, and I'm number 12 on the Republican side of the ballot.
Half a day. I moved to Guam 23 years ago, living paycheck to paycheck just to make ends meet. Through hard work, I was able to build small businesses, not just to sustain my family, but also to provide job opportunities for our island. But I want more for Guam. I will use my experience to strengthen our economy by promoting affordable housing, food sustainability, and foster growth for all businesses. Together, we can make Guam stronger from within and set new standards for our island. I'm Bishop Mendiola, and I approve this message.
Hafa Day, dear people of Guam. My name is Peter Santos, and I am running as a write-in candidate for the Attorney General of Guam. For many reasons, crime, especially violent crime, is at an all-time high on Guam. This crisis is mostly due to a lack of competent prosecution. There are just 2 prosecutors who are qualified to handle serious cases. This dire situation was totally avoidable, but Levin Camacho is seriously out of touch with reality. Just like under Douglas Moylan, highly qualified prosecutors fled from Levin. Guam doesn't need to choose the lesser of 2 evils between Levin and Doug this election. I have 30 years of public service as a GPD officer, Army JAG, prosecutor, magistrate, and defense attorney. I am the right man to fix what Levin and Doug has broken. Please write in Peter Santos for Attorney General of Guam in this election. Thank you, si Diyos maasi, maraming salamat, and kiliso.